So here we are back in the city of Loyt, and I'm looking at Beauregard the Proud, a monument that my brother made, and it looks pretty awesome here, especially set with the background of the palace, the main palace here in the city of Loyt. So it's looking pretty cool, and today I really want to add a decent bit to the city, and especially the infrastructure, so like these towers and stuff like that. I want to add a few more of them, or at least one of them, I should say. Hey, don't click off that video. Make sure you watch this all the way through. I worked hard on this video. A few more of them might be a tall task, but I want to add one on the other side of this bay and the other side of this bridge over here. So if you've been following around on
I am so serious. Do not click off the video.
This world for a while, you'll know that this is eventually going to be a western town over here. And of course, the main thing that you need to do before you start a western town is build a giant skyscraper defensible position / tower over next to the western town. No, of course not. But you know, we're combining a few themes, and yeah, this is the old part of the city, and this is, I guess, the new part of the city, and we're blending them in a little bit. So in the last episode, I cleared off this space right up here.
This commentary is honestly so boring. Let's just get on with the time lapse.
I don't know. Let me know what you all think about if it looks better at night or in the daytime. But yeah, this tower's finished, so it actually takes a long time to do it. All these like little intricate details on the side. I mean, I guess they're not that intricate, but it's just kind of monotonous doing a building like this because you have to constantly be going up and down the tower. I also did like the top portion up there. Let me walk over here, see if you can see it better. Oh goodness. Can't even walk, but there's like, it almost kind of looks like a crown, if that makes any sense. And I'll show you all something that sometimes can help in Minecraft. A nice little building tip, maybe you can see it. So you can see the spikes back there, so the second layer. And what I did that for was to try to create depth. So this is the outer row right here. It it kind of looks however it looks there. But I wanted to add in more spikes, but I wanted to make them, I guess, appear like they're further back. So I put it 3 blocks back, and then I put it 1 block up and did the same spike. And so it's hard to tell from here, but if you're at the actual entrance of the city, I think it makes it look really cool. And it gives it like a cool depth effect. And so really I'm building a lot of this front area, like the towers and all that stuff, in mind that the ideal goal is to have it look amazing from walking out of the tunnel. That's the main perspective you're going to get from this city, and so that's kind of how I looked at while building it. So yeah, so pretty decent on all of this stuff. Let's walk over here to the front. I haven't done the entrance yet, and I might do that at some point, but I kind of want to keep this like little almost like a landslide that had come down here. I think it fits the theming pretty decent. Let me get rid of this. Don't need you. But it fits the theming pretty decent through here. But one of the main reasons I didn't take it out is because within the tower, there's still this giant section of all the clay and stuff like that. and I don't actually have the diamond. I have just like a regular diamond pickaxe because if you don't know, this world was previously on Xbox on the Bedrock edition, and you can't use your offhand in Bedrock edition, so like just your normal pickaxe, you can't repair it even with mending, which is super unfortunate. So I just always just kept like cycling through them, and I would just remake pickaxes all the time. Of course, if you're using like a fortune one and you're mining stuff like that, then you could go ahead and get that, and your armor was still good with mending and netherite. But I never actually put netherite on like my main like block, I guess, digging pickaxe. So I am going to go and get some netherite currently and see what I can upgrade on my tools here.
Now I've been happy lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. Oh, I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world as one, and I believe it could be someday it's going to come. 'Cause out on the edge of darkness there rides a peace train. Oh, peace train, take this country, come take me home again. Now I've been smiling lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. Oh, peace train sounding louder, ride on the peace train. Ooh, ooh. Come on, the peace train. Yes, peace train, holy roller. Everyone jump upon the peace train. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Come on, the peace train. Get your bags together. Go.
Well, I must admit, this is kind of embarrassing. You can see my diamond pickaxe here does not have the netherite that I went and mined. So I found plenty of it, but I guess, you know, it's been so long since I've used netherite because, like I said in the last clip, I have a little bit of a situation, you know, where I was changing over from Xbox to PC Java Edition. And so, you know, a little bit has changed since then, since I last made a netherite pick, and you need a netherite schematic. So I completely forgot about that, and I don't have that. So I'm going to have to go adventure out into the Wild West over here eventually. But you know, that's all right. We're going to get to that eventually, but I'll probably do that in between episodes. Here's a good view of the tower that I did recently. Yeah, so pretty cool look over there between the two. But in the rest of, I guess the rest of the video, I kind of want to work on the farming area over here. So let me walk over this. So I got the barn, you know, this nice beautiful wheat field, the barn with no cattle in it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do an episode where I just go out and find animals and schematics. But up here, this area is, I kind of have it cleared off and it's just blank right now. So I want to add a little bit of stuff here, and I'm not going to time lapse it. I'm just going to work on this because it's a lot of, I guess, intricate detail work. And I also really want to move these chests and stuff out of here. I need to move those back over to my storage room. So I'll be back in just a second with a little bit of progress here on the farming area. Okay, so I have really gotten in touch with my inner farmer here, and I must say I'm having a lot of fun doing this. There's just something about like building a farm out here in the mesa. I really like the nice lush green farms that I have out in Cataloger one, but just out here in Loyt, in the mesa and in the desert, it just looks cool to have like just this different like looking soil, like building these barns and stuff and these barnyards on like the clay and stuff. It's just very striking and a really cool contrast, as well as just like the terrain variation. I just feel like most farms are maybe more flat than this, and so it just looks really cool. I like it a lot. But coming up here, I've got the barn that I built, so it's kind of like a lean-to, and I just thought that it was kind of a cool, I guess, idea with it. I figured because, you know, you've got like the sea and stuff over here, that there'd be a lot of wind coming off of that and coming up the mesa, and you wouldn't want your barn to blow over or anything. So I kind of like built it within this hillside and made the roof slope up almost like it's going up the hill. And I would just imagine that the wind would just come up this and just go by pretty naturally and not cause any damage to the barn. I've also got like these supports in here, which I haven't really done before, this kind of design for a barn, or for a building, I guess. But these are like inner supports that I have coming out here on the outside. And I just have like a spruce trap door here, which is pretty cool. And we'll go on into the barn and I'll show you what that looks like. So these are just the main support beams that come through here. And this is just a sheep barn right here. I don't have any sheep, but if you want to know why, you probably have to go back a few episodes. But it once again has something to do with moving over from Bedrock to Java. I ruined a lot of the spawning for animals in this area, so I have to go out a long ways to get the sheep. But this is kind of just the sheep barn over here. I've got their, you know, their pen where they eat and drink. I've got just some miscellaneous storage, and then just some other items for the sheep and stuff like that that I keep over here. Right over here I've got the well where they can get water from. Of course, down here is salt water, so they have to go pretty deep down into the water table and would require a well for that. So I've just got this pretty cool like system that I've got with it. So you just turn this wheel and it pulls this chain, and there's like a pulley up here, and it operates like a bucket that would go all the way down to the bottom, and it brings water up into this trough. And so you can take it from this trough and then just bring it straight into the barn and give to the sheep, or you can take it down and give it to the cows down in this barn, which I think is pretty cool. And then out here I've just got like a lot of miscellaneous storage just to add to the atmosphere of the barnyard. But this path, it leads over here past the barn and the grain storage, the grain silo. And this road, it just ends here, but eventually I'm going to connect it up with the road over there. And this is going to go and stretch all the way up this hill, and then it's going to go across a bridge and then over to the tower that we built earlier in the episode. And yeah, and the western town and all that stuff is going to be over there eventually. But a lot of fun plans and exciting stuff with that. And just speaking of exciting stuff, I do have a lot planned with this series. A lot of really cool editing things. Once again, I'll mention moving over from Bedrock to Java. I can just do so many more new things, and I want to do that with like I guess time lapses and stuff, and just kind of making this series unique. I watch a lot of Minecraft on YouTube, and I just want to make this series and this world just something different than any other video series that you see on YouTube. So I've got some pretty cool plans coming up with editing and just different things like that I think you guys would really like, and also projects and stuff coming up. But it would really mean the world to me if you guys could subscribe and come along with me on that journey. You all showing your support is the reason why I'm motivated to make these videos. I'm not a YouTuber. This isn't my job. I just do this for fun. And I do have a lot of fun with it, but seeing you all comment and stuff like that, it really does make my day and encourages me just to keep doing this and to keep building this world out and having fun with it. But I guess with that, I'm going to go ahead and get us into the last time lapse on another project that I'm going to be working on, and I will see you all in the next video.